aspire to improvement, but compare to those who are less fortunate. It gives you a better sense of contentment and understanding. So we give thanks for this Thursday morning. We give praise to the Almighty for a day that we'll see our national team compete against Jamaica. We want to come out and support, do whatever we can to assist, pray, do whatever we can. We might need some prayers. We know that Jamaica is formidable. We know that we have a long-standing history in the Caribbean, competing with them as well. We can more than achieve a victory against them, and therefore we must keep that positive mind. Trinidad and Tobago, the population, wider population, will do their part. I know that. I know we are going to come out. Those of us who can and those who can't are going to support in their spaces wherever they are, and cheer on the team in this do or die game. I think for me, what I would want to see is that effort. Once I see that earnest effort by the team, I would be satisfied, and the result is necessary but secondary. All right. So all the best this evening. You all know as follow our West Indies. Unfortunately, they lost the series and lost the game yesterday against New Zealand. Tough, right? Rebuilding, we're working at it. Good morning, brother. Good morning, blessings.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Peace and blessings be upon you.
And peace and blessings be upon you and all of the listeners and viewers.
And all of the listeners and viewers, may Allah bless them about your knowledge about it.
Yeah, man.
And
Yeah,
we
man.
send them. Yeah. And if you have your son forward and you believe in him, he have to believe in himself.
Of
So
course.
the team need to believe in themselves.
Yeah.
We could believe how much we could believe, but we're not running the ball. We provide the opportunity, provide the uniform, we provide the stadium, we provide the opportunity for them. They have to believe in themselves. Or else, we got to bring down these fellas and them from Chumaka, Block 22, in Harlem, in Teesville. It's a skillful men up there. Men who don't want to, when they run the chain, bouncing up and biting the chain like if them is superstar without scoring a goal back. We need these men and them. For them to believe in themselves. It's not we to believe. It's not we playing. We will believe in them because we love the team to go forward. But they have to believe. What we train them for forward, for them to believe in themselves to think. Like Keyshawn Walcott, he believe in himself.
Yeah.
Beautiful song forward.
Yeah,
And
man.
in Geraldines, with that song, you can't sleep for a couple of days. Not your play around worshiping Babylon throne.
Oh God. The proof is in the pudding. Right? Talk is talk, but by a man's deeds shall he be known. Not by your label, not by your religious dress or whatever you're pretending to be outwardly and superficially, but by your deeds. That's what you shall be known.
Yeah. Beautiful song forward to start the morning.
Yeah, man.
Because it has plenty of knowledge in it, especially for the politician. They could take a note from you for what you're trying to push.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for it.
All right, blessings. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, bless.
Good. All right. So I tried to take that one, but I lost it, right? By his deed shall a man be known. A man asks you for a piece of bread and you give him stone. Let us check ourselves as a society as well. Eh? Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Yeah, good to you, Mr. Falcon. My name is Mr. Falcon, Mr. Falcon.
Yeah, man. All that, whichever one. Blessings, man.
All right, my brother. What I'm saying now, we always talking about these as fortunate, right?
Yeah.
And we just talk about them. We don't really put that effort, to really address the people and them that oppression them and have them suffer, have a suffering.
Yeah.
Because as we say, first was the word, and the word was the God, and the word made human and walk among us. When it was the word, you understand? Jesus said, my sheep know my voice. His voice, as I say, his voice wasn't loud, it was soft, it was not bass voice or a tenor voice. You know what was the voice? I come to see all these, I come to help the sick, the sufferers, the oppressed. That is the voice he was talking about when the sheep know his voice and the word with God and the grow, the word of God with human and walk among us, sufferers walk among us like word. You understand? I believe in Jesus, I follow in Jesus, I just tell Jesus. Once in a false people, once in a people who only know God and Jesus with a mouth by. You understand? Jesus, the word, my voice was help the sufferers, address the oppressors, and let them know what is going wrong. You understand?
Yeah.
Help the needy. That is the voice. And if we are the sheep, we have to do that and we follow the word and the Father and the voice and Jesus. That is what we have to do.
Yeah.
We can't run away from that.
Can't. And a good yeah, man, a good king in a kingdom will reach out to the poor. He will understand what is going on with the people. He will be in touch with the people. And that is essential.
Yeah, and that is the word with God. And that is the voice. We sheep and them are follow.
Yeah.
And we're not doing that, Because just want to say we want to make easier thing.
Yeah.
What's a bedtime story and they don't go deep into the message of the word, boy. So you know what I do? Let's pick up the messenger and weaken the message. That will be doing right 20 churches on them.
Yeah.
We are all out here that we following these people and them, boy, and not going into the message, boy. You understand? The word help the sufferers, help the sick, oppose the oppressors and them that show them what is going wrong. That is word justice.
Yeah.
Love. You understand? That is what he wants to live by justice and love. My friend, you have a good morning.
You too, man. Have a good morning. Blessings. By his deeds shall a man be known. Our deeds are most essential. There are plenty people in Trinidad and Tobago in the world love to play dress up. Love to play dress up. All over. They put on all kind of different religious costumes, right? But when it comes to the works of righteousness, you can't see them nowhere. When it comes to feeling the strain of the cries of the people, right? The cries of the mothers, the hardship of the average people, they are untouched. The spirit is unmoved. They're hard like big stone. And sometimes I feel like I have to get a big stone too to wake them up. But God knows best. We lead them to God. Morning, my brother.
Blessing and praising for I give thanks to life. I know we have a big game today, so we could go to the numbers.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but they're ready. The whole country will be red down today.
Yeah. Everybody coming out to support, man.
I'm afraid to put red, my phone are black or white.
Or white. All that in it. All that in it.
Yeah, all that in it. That part in the colors, right?
Yeah.
But forward, I was listening to something yesterday and thinking, for the better people, you better suffer.
Yeah.
With the blood money, make you get richer.
Whoa.
For whatever going on right now, I have a high court matter going on, right?
Right.
I had 2 weeks. I was also called this week, but most likely my call next week.
Right.
So to know if I'm going forward, or I going up in the prison.
All right, okay.
And if you are free will matter now.
Right.
So I will come out and talk my mind and see what's going on. Because I just back and just watching and seeing what's going on now.
Yeah.
So I don't know this world for one. Every man to their own order and we live in a doggy world. You have to know how to live and survive out there. Because if you know how to dance out there for what? People look here, you make it through the end of the day, boy.
Yeah, if you can't dance out here,
Only
you're dead.
God is the boss.
You're dead. Crap, smoke your pipe.
Yeah, you're dead. You have to have wit and skills to survive out there, you know, for one.
Yeah.
Because I watching certain people, they know KFC was there, this, that. They eating their food, they more closer to the minister. They can say, right, that is a man, he's a serious man, boy. Look into Matthew's crying out for like 9 years plus. Get a certain matter. Why get victimized? They don't care about nobody, but they only care about themselves. And when they come in and talk in their mind, they scream and shout in calls and senator ministers and things in it. I scare and say, I don't care about none of them. So for what have a blessed morning and I look so listening. Bless, I will talk my mind. Love.
Blessings, man. Yeah. Talk your mind your talk. Speak the truth and be wise, right? We have the wisdom that is necessary to navigate, to get across our points as best as possible without jeopardizing ourselves, right? We have to be careful, and talk is talk, right? I sometimes and I talking to a partner yesterday, try to give that little encouragement and guidance and hope. Sometimes the cries of the people so loud that you can't take all of the cries at the same time, And I keep it real. I say, brother, I had to duck here a couple days, because I couldn't hear that, and it is hurt for me to know there's this situation, and I can't assist at times. If you are not touched, if you are not moved by the reality of this society, the poverty and the lack of opportunity sometimes as well, right? The chaos of the system. If you're not touched, if you're not moved, if you're not touched to see the level of exploitation in the society sometimes, and desire to improve it, desire for a change, pray and say, oh God, boy, this place, then careful that you ain't become numb to something that you should not become numb to. This place, boy, this greed, this capitalism, this materialism, this fake ego-driven madness, this absence of love, and God is love, the absence of God, the lies, God anti-granny, or they consistently lying to the people. Red, this. No, change all their ways. Change all their ways and let them change their ways. Buck up. Come on. So we have life and we have the opportunity to improve, to spread that positive message. Do not give up on goodness and on God, and take the false prophets and the false idols, these 1% rich and billionaires and the nonsense that they push. Don't take that as for worship. Careful with your children, their minds being taken. Careful that you put money before God. Careful that you stop feeling. You stop being human. that you're poisoned by the selfishness. Careful. Careful that all your little acts of worship are just superficial, fake nonsense. And then you want to say who is not as good a religious person as you. Fake, fraud. And of course, there is light still, right? There is light. There is that shining example sometimes around. There is still among even the poor, not even the poor. You quicker get something out of a man who don't have or have little. You quicker get something from them. Let us be very, very careful, lest we bring our own destruction. We take the break and we'll be right back.
On the Street 919 FM. Tune in to the Street 919 FM for Gospel in the Bone Ministry every Sunday from 7:05 a.m. to 8:55 a.m. for the program God's Last Warning Message. Hosea chapter 4 says, "Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel. For the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of God in the land. By swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out, and blood toucheth blood." Remember, every Sunday from 7:05 a.m. to 8:55 a.m. for the program God's Last Warning Message with Gospel in the Bones Ministry, right here on the Street 919 FM.
Are you searching for answers to life's questions? Those things that disturb and concern you the most? Why all the wickedness? Why the suffering in the world? Will it end? Who is responsible? Well, if so, join us right here on The Street 91.9 FM every Sunday from 5 to 6 p.m. with Brother Samuel Gooding and Roland White, where we open the Bible and find answers to all these things and more. For it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God.
Playway Parang Payday is the order to win more money for your dollar.
The Playway Parang Payday Draw is the way to win more money for Christmas. If a white ball calls, it's removed from the machine, and when the Parang ball calls, you win 28-1 on the base, plus bigger mega mix payouts. Players must be 18 years and over. Please play responsibly.
Bigger payouts with Playway.
Everybody dreaming of that next winning step. From running a food truck, serving meals on the go, to a whole food chain where your brand start to grow. From staycation, long weekend, same beach, same view, to global destination, first class, brand new. A personal trainer, counting reps on the floor, to be at gym owner, your name on the door. From giving a little heart in the right spot, to donating hundreds to help a whole lot. When you play Lotto Plus, your dreams expanding. Take it to the next level when you start playing. Remember, winners always play Lotto Plus.
Players must be 18 years and over. Please play responsibly.
Hey Richard, you know I have been saving every month so that I could set up a fund for the grandkids. But I would really like a place where the money is actually making dollars and cents to me.
Boy, TBLA has a proven track record of high returns. I actually trust them with my family's future. My father saved there, and now I save in there. My future is secure. Invest where you and your family's money would be safe.
I want quality and security.
Visit TBLA and find out which investment is right for you. For more info, visit tblamortgages.com. TBLA, a secure home to invest.
Blessings in the wonderful name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. You are invited to listen to the Final Hour broadcast heard every Monday
from 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. in the morning on the Street 919 FM.
Hear my mom, Pastor Helen Garcia, and myself, Pastor Valentine Garcia Jr., preach the Word of God to the elderly, youth, and children. We can be contacted at 629-0113 or 623-8444. The church is located at 26 Prince Street in Port of Spain. We look forward to you joining us. God bless you.
As my life I lay it on the altar, as my life.
The Gap Man Limited specializes in products that cater to all your health needs. The Male Enhancement Package targets the areas of the body that contribute to erectile dysfunction. The Male Enhancement costs $1,400. The Gap pills are priced at 250 pills for $500 and 500 pills for just $900. For the best in eye care, get the super combination of a Super Bright and the Body Healer. To improve the heart's function and circulation, get the Gap pills and Formula C. To get a total body cleanse daily, use the Gap Body Healer and Big C, all for a super low price of $1,300. To order your products from the Gap Man Limited, call 628-4531 for products that cater to all your health needs.
For more info, contact 476-7268.
Hi there. I'm Lester Suklal, inviting you to join me on the first, second, and third Saturday, 8:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. for the program Slow Gospel Music, and on the fourth and fifth Saturday from 8:30 p.m. for an extended version of Slow Gospel Music on Street 91.9 FM.
The Embassy Yacht is back and ready to transform your events into unforgettable experiences. Launched from Kings Wharf, San Fernando, the perfect starting point for an epic experience of luxury, music, and celebration on the open water. By booking our vessel, your event will include a house DJ, state-of-the-art sound system, fully stocked bar, dedicated cleaning crew, top-notch security. This isn't just a venue, it's a floating masterpiece designed to make your event the talk of the town. Imagine your guests dancing under the stars, drinks in hand, with breathtaking views of the coastline as your backdrop. From birthdays to corporate events to exclusive parties, the Embassy Yacht offers promoters a unique platform to create unforgettable memories and boost your brand's reputation. Call or WhatsApp 399-5959 or email embassycruises@gmail.com.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Merry Christmas.
Starting November 1st, we kick off the Parang and Christmas season right here. Ready to hear your song? Email us your request at street919music@gmail.com with your contact number, and you will get to shout out your music on the air.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
And we are back. Courts bringing value home. Black Friday starts now at Courts. Save $1,500 on the TCL 23 CUFT side-by-side fridge with writable surface. Only $6,999. Or get $3,500 off the Frigidaire 18 CU feet French door fridge. Now just $12,499. Enjoy the Whirlpool French door fridge. Only $12,999. Or get the Mabe 18 CU FT no frost fridge for just $5,999. Upgrade with the Samsung Electric Vitro ceramic stove with Wi-Fi. Only $8,299. Save $800 on the Frigidaire 23 kilogram automatic top load washer. Now just $4,199, or get the Whirlpool 23 kg front load electric dryer, only $5,299, plus get more with free delivery on credit, $4,999 and over. Offer ends November the 28th, 2025, only at Courts, bringing value home. Terms and conditions, of course, apply. So there's some value at Courts. Christmas early, boy. They say Black Friday. I don't even know when Black Friday usually is, but goodness, some deals and some savings there. This Christmas, make it magical with PRW Enterprises, your one-stop shop for everything tech and more. Keep your home safe with our 8-channel camera packages starting at just $3,100. Gamers power up with gaming cases from $425, mechanical keyboards for $1,025, and monitors as low as $799. Turn up the volume with the JBL Boombox 3 at $4,078, or blast your favorite carols through Memorex speakers for only $2,500. Need gifts for anyone? We've got Fire tablets for the kids for $5,550, Fire sticks, laptops starting at $2,800, and headsets from as low as $150. Power it all with Aza Gaming power supplies for $550, and stay charged up with a Forza replacement battery 9 amp for $304. And here's the best part: enjoy 3 months layaway available on select items. Shop now, pay later, and make everyone's holiday brighter. Whether it's a smart TV or a projector or a generator to keep the lights glowing, PRW has the perfect gift for everyone on your list. So check them out, PRW. And of course, they're also at Lowlands, Tobago. Call, and their contact number is 285-9779. Alright, so you can get all your tech stuff at PRW as well, and we are so accustomed to Quartz. Quartz is almost synonymous with Trinidad and Tobago value, and of course higher purchase as well. A stove with Wi-Fi, a writable fridge. Interesting. I had to check them out. I thought our fridges just be cold. Right? Interesting. So we have this season of Christmas coming up, and the expectations and hopes of the people for a little ease, end of year, whatever it is, but they've grown accustomed to, something. Sometimes all through the year, it's a little bit tighter, and then the expectation and the ease is dispensed through the society a little bit. A breather, a little dance time for those who work so hard on the plantation, right? And we would do well to understand the psyche of the Trinbagonian as well, and listen. Sometimes the rumble is there. It's a quiet rumble. Let's listen to the people as well. Good morning, brother. Welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Ford. How are you this morning, sir?
Hey, I did, man. Not too bad.
Good to hear, man. Mr. Ford, this morning, I am so disappointed in Mr. Anna Roberts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. I mean, the way how this thing all over the Caribbean. If I try to understand who he vexed with. He vexed with the PLM or he vexed with Mr. Gonzalez. Because the way that he coming down on Mr. Gonzalez, I told Mr. Gonzalez committed a crime. If the man purchased, I never even know that the man's wife is from Trinidad. And he have children from Trinidad also. And Robert exposed all the land business, even the finance of his son. And even Mr. Gonzalez to our point, we had to know that Mr. Gonzalez's wife is a fashion designer and all these kind.
It's difficult when you're in public life. Trust me.
It's difficult because Mr. Fuad ended up, correct me, ended up something that called the Integrity in Public Life Act.
Yes, there is.
Yeah. And to me, I believe that Roberts has broken that. You cannot come out and expose and put people's business on the street like that, especially their finances, with everything that is going on with kidnapping and all these kind of things. You cannot come out and put people's business on the street like that, boy. So the man purchased 3 apartments, Mr. Ford. It is an open market. I wonder if Mr. Roberts understand what an open market is. Anybody can purchase it once you have the fund. And Mr. Gonzalez, since I have known Mr. Gonzalez, he has been the Prime Minister since Adam was a boy, a child. So he has the finance to buy it. So now that the man purchased these things, and now it comes to your attention now, you come and you blow up this thing. You know what the saying in St. Vincent, that's a boy. And then when you're thinking now that the Prime Minister now will come out and say, is either one, I distance myself from it, or two, yes, he had a right to say it, but he shouldn't have said it in the manner in which he said it. He come out and all, I stand with the minister in housing. So adding to the wound. Come on, Mr. Ford, man.
Yeah.
Was Mr. Gonzalez wrong for purchasing the 3 apartments? Was he wrong? It was an open market. Yeah. It's like the Soca Monarch.
Yeah.
They invite all kind of.
I hear people saying that it was an open market, right?
It was an open market, Mr. Ford.
Listen to me as well, right? The concern is that all of HGC's housing is subsidized, right? Subsidized meaning that the state has to put money into it to keep the price below that which it would usually sell on the open market, because you are trying to afford the people of Trinidad and Tobago a certain benefit, right? It's just like the other subsidies, some of them that are available to members of parliament for vehicles and stuff like that. So there should not really be an abuse of that process. And what the population now has to also consider is if it's fair or if it's an abuse of the process and preferential to him, for him to be able to accessing of the ability to purchase 3 subsidized apartments. I think that is where the issue, and whether because of his relationship with the PNM and leadership therein, he had that unfair ability to access those subsidized high-end apartments. I think that is part of the discussion, and people are entitled to look at it, to listen to the facts, and to adjudicate in their own minds, because this is what it is about. Mr. Anna Roberts as well has had certain levels of accusations and other things leveled against him as well. So he's no stranger as well to feel the brunt of even some things that may not have been substantiated and some things that that may have had some evidence behind it as well. So let us be fair. Let us understand the entire context. Mr. Gonzalez, like you say, is the prime minister since Adam was a boy. He is accustomed to public scrutiny. And if it is information being put out into the public sphere, I am not too negative towards that. If there is misinformation, that's a whole different thing. You know, I don't agree or promote the misinformation part. Right? So I understand what you are saying as well.
Yes, but the only as far as I have researched that things like that supposed to come out. Like a person's finances and a person's status and properties or whatever. These things supposed to come out if somebody take the matter in a court of law and the judge demands that finances of that person comes out. But Officer Anna Roberts brought it out.
Right.
That is a breach.
I'm not sure about that. For a matter of fact, between me and you, brother, I don't know what the law is exactly on it, but I would like to see when our politicians, when our office holders go into office, I would like to see a public record of where their finances are. Put yourself at that level of scrutiny, and we would be able to judge as well in their exiting or over the period where it goes to, because that's the level of scrutiny as well that is somewhat necessary if you going to be prime minister, and handling our money too. If you understand what I'm saying.
I understand what you're saying, but let me make I know it have people waiting to come in, so let me just make this final.
No problem.
When under the PNM, when they built the Victoria Keys, it wasn't fully completed. But the whole plan with that was for the low income owner to come in and make it, they built it in a way that the poor man could have gained access to money. That was the whole plan of building. When they came and they got the election in 2010, and then the UNC came in. Now when the UNC came in and they took over or finished building the Victoria Keys, they did not want to change it. For instance, they put pool and all these kind of added things. And when they put that in the Victoria Square, they hike the price. So while the whole plan was for people who want to acquire a home under the PNM for building it, when the UNC came, UNC looked at it as more as business. So a lot of things that was not in the plan, they put in like golf course and building pool and these things, and then they hike the payment for an apartment in a way now that the low-income person could not have afford it. And that too is unfair. But Mr. Quad and other people will not come in.
Yeah.
So you have a blessed day.
Yeah, no problem, brother. Blessings. I don't know that is 100% true. I think from inception, the Victoria Keys project was not low income, as the PNM had also envisioned and created other apartment buildings, etc., and townhouses that were not envisioned for lower income, and which they subsequently utilized tremendously for the ministers, family, friends, whatever. That is the reality of what took place, you know, and Victoria Keys in particular. I don't know that initially it was aimed to be a low-income apartment. I don't know that is true. Morning, brother. Blessings. Welcome.
Hey, brother Fuad. Blessings to you, and blessings to all listening. I'll be quite brief. I'm listening to the conversations here. I'll give a comment here in terms of like the mindset of us as people. You know, when I listen, and I've been respectful and I've been honest, right? Honest for the purpose of clarity, for the purpose of change, for the purpose of a better society and country. When I listen to some of the callers on the station, what I really hear, all I hear is people like begging for handouts, begging for, oh gosh, you know, a kind of easy, you know, get through situation. Some people use big words, fancy words. They could expound and this and that, but that's really what I hear. And that's sad, right? Because we can't have a prosperous, thriving society if everybody or people only looking for handouts, shortcuts. That cannot work. That is a contributing factor as to why we are in the situation we are in, and might be why we stay in this situation. So we need to be honest. Everybody need to stand up on your own 2 feet, earn your own living, earn your own income, develop yourself first and foremost. You know, a lot of other people too, they just want to be friends. Everybody want to be friends. No, some people want to use that nice approach to just build and suck on other people. And I my humble, honest contribution for a better country. You know, be an independent person first. Take care of your development and your needs first, especially as an adult. You know, so that's my real. And in terms of like the leadership in society, you know, we just hope for them to wake up, but we can't just hope. That's why we're using this platform to voice our concern. They need to do better. It not as hard from my observation. Just put the right laws in place, be honest, and let citizens utilize the capability and ability, work, go to school, work, develop themselves, enjoy their lives.
Yeah,
That
man.
seems very simple. Thanks for the time. Blessings to you. Keep up the good work.
Blessings, brother. Take care. Good morning, brother. Welcome. Good morning, brother. What happening? You good?
Hello?
Yeah, man. Morning. Blessings. Welcome.
Morning. You know, the last caller there, he makes sense with what he's saying, but it harder said than done, because people looking to make a living and earn their own money, sometimes the same government have obstacles in the way. I could put one to you, like for instance, vending. You know how much lockup I get locked up already with this vending? I had
right.
young children to feed, but salary couldn't reach to give them a proper living and to help to put food on the table. I resort to vending after work, and it's lockup after lockup, and you know the money. I'm in a worse position now because money to pay. So sometimes what he's saying, I understand what he's saying, but sometimes blocks does be in your way that the same government themselves does put in the way, are hindering you from earning an extra dollar. Now that the caller before was talking about Victoria Keys and how the UNC raised the money for the buildings, you know. Now Victoria Keys, as far as I understand, is a subsidized something from the government. And even if the one government went out and another government came in and raised the price, the last government sell it for over $1 million under the value price of those properties. So when them come in and talk, you see, I just wonder sometimes where the heads of people at this nation really is. Either you want to see the nation go forward, or you want to keep them stagnant, or you want to go backward. Because sometimes people come out and talking about distraction. What distraction you talking about? This is fact. This is thing that really happening. The people who supposed to be getting these houses and apartments or wherever is the low income people. You have a man who, from quoting from the minister's information, whose salary is $25,000 a month. he automatically does not qualify. And then on top of that, the BIR number is not there. So that means he not paying no taxes. So you from another country getting subsidized building, right? And on top of that, no taxes. But I want to also hear the minister talk about the other two members of the family too, because it is family well off. What they're doing, reaping benefits from Trinidad.
Yeah.
You know, now.
But they are citizens. They are citizens of Trinidad.
But even if they are citizens of Trinidad, the income that they have, they should never qualify to get an apartment. Imagine the daughter getting an apartment, she going to school and have an apartment, and you know, and the parents, the brother and father paid for the apartment. Make it make sense now, because I know people wait over 30 years to get AGC, you know. Right?
Yeah.
How these people just come from another land and get 3? Them so lucky, boy.
Yeah.
They had all kind of things to try to ease up people to get these places. They had lottery system, all kind of thing, and people still here waiting. How they could come and get 3 just so? Something wrong. We Trinidadian, as I keep saying, we have to open our eyes and stop being dashboard dollies and pay attention to what's going on in the country. And I am happy that these things coming out in public. I want Anil to bring out more, because all these things with the last government was going on in secrecy. Everything with them was secrecy, non-disclosure agreement with we taxpayers' dollar. So I glad them things coming out, and more should come out. I also paying attention. I like how they're moving to take down the islands and make it a resort thing, right? But I also want them to, these 1% will take over the other islands. I want to hear what they're doing about that. I want to hear what they're doing with Chagaramas, where the 1% take over a whole stretch. Plus Peace and Road, I want to hear what they're doing with that too. But in the meantime, I prefer to have hope under this government than doom and gloom with the other government. And until we get a third party, I holding on in the meantime. But I have up red flags, but I'm still supporting this government until better could be done.
Yeah,
right?
man.
So have a blessed day.
Yeah, man. Blessings. Thank you very much. I know you'll be quick, KFC. Go ahead.
Therefore, right? Let me say the Central Trailer to Tobago. The last caller saying, they don't know. Them family no hungry much problem, you know. Them house was so free less than 14 and forward. When they're gonna apply for house at AGC, you have to get search fee. You search to see if you have any land, any property anyway. If you're from like AGC apartment already, you know you can't get AGC apartment.
Of course not. Yeah. If you have a home at all, if you have another home, you can't get subsidized housing from the state. Come on, man.
But I say it on the market. Them not hungry more people than them. Them have money when they buy a piece of land somewhere and build some big house or buy an island or somewhere. Easy Prime Minister says for don't care, just call it the world boss and for us I'm going like peace and families, wealthy people. Leave your house for less than 48 and put apply for the house because they have police and soldiers fighting out there for waiting for kind of 40 to something years to house.
Yeah.
We don't do people like now, man. People need the house. Bless.
Blessings. Yeah, so we just approaching the Royal Castle song of the day. Alright? But we also need to be fair. The cost of the housing because of the price of the development in and of itself was so high that the usual individual who would go through the HGC to try to attain a home would not be able to purchase that type of housing. Eh? So we'll continue to discuss it after the Royal Castle song of the day.
Pick up a Royal Castle Queen bucket, a King bucket, some royal wings, a family meal, a few combos, some extra delicious coleslaw, crinkle cut fries, potato salad, and a snack box for yourself. Oh, and don't forget that delicious honey mustard sauce. It's really lashing. Okay, Rudolph. Let's get that delicious local Trini flavor. Royal Castle, here we come. Royal Castle is the local something that makes it all taste better. Ho, 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 ho. Happy holidays from Royal Castle.
Neighbor, oh, yo, yo, bring out the ham. Neighbor, ay, 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 bring out the ham. Neighbor, oh, yo, yo, bring out the ham. Neighbor, ay, 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 bring out the ham. All I want to do is eat. Bring out the ham. I don't want no other meat. Bring out the ham. When I taste good so Rufus. Bring out the ham. Is then I just feel it's Christmas. Bring out the ham. Neighbor, oh, yo, yo. Try to hide the meat, so rest it on the table, let the neighbor get to eat. We fetting all day and it's for all night. A little piece of ham bone to make the stomach right. My husband gone by his mother and left me in a jam. Look me belly in me hand, give me piece of ham. Neighbor, oh, yo, yo, bring out the ham. Neighbor, ay, 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 bring out the ham. Neighbor, oh, yo, yo, bring out the ham. Neighbor, ay, 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 bring out the ham. All I want to do is eat. Bring out the ham. I don't want no other meat. Bring out the ham. When I taste good so Rufus. Bring out the ham. It's then I just feel it's Christmas. Bring out the ham. Neighbor, oh, yo, yo, bring out the ham. Neighbor, ay, 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 bring out the ham. Neighbor, oh, yo, yo, bring out the ham. Neighbor, ay, 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 bring out the ham. All I want to do is eat. Bring out the ham. I don't want no other meat. Bring out the ham. When I taste good so Rufus. Bring out the ham. Is then I just feel it's Christmas. Bring out the ham. Neighbor, oh, yo, yo, bring out the ham. Neighbor, ay, 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 bring out the ham. Neighbor, oh, yo, yo, bring out the ham. Neighbor, ay, 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 bring out the ham.
Ho, 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 ho. Christmas is coming, and we're heading back to T&T for that famous Royal Castle chicken. We just love the Royal Castle family meal with those 12 pieces of tasty chicken, the 6 yummy sides, and that refreshing 2-liter soft drink. It's just perfect for a nice Christmas lime. So if you're hustling and bustling like me, or if you just want some great tasting food, pick up the Royal Castle family meal. Happy holidays from Royal Castle. Ho, 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 ho.
Yeah, so Santa say you hustling, yes, if you're hustling and bustling like me. Trinidadians hustling, right, is a hustle, it tight. Some people vending on the road, on the street, whole day, sometimes in the hot sun. I ain't gonna lie, respect. Good morning.
Mr. Ford.
Yeah, man.
I see that the Prime Minister has convinced Ms. Threatening to take legal action against Mr. Roberts.
Right.
And I am for that. I am for that. Sue him. Because he had no right to bring all my business, my financial business, out in the street like how he did it. He had no right to do that. I am protected under the Public Act where that is concerned. So I agree with the convincing Prime Minister to sue him.
Right,
Okay,
we'll see how that one develop. Boy, you're tough, you know, you're in public life, especially at the echelon, the top of public life. To keep your stuff private is I don't know, if that is fair as well. Good morning, brother. Welcome.
You ever have little chump weekend, so.
You gotta wait. Blessings.
I take that fear, them call that twice.
Yeah.
you say, Anna Roberts, I publish his business. He's Gonzal. I would have asked him, do you have your own house like Kingsley? Do you pay rent? I tell laugh at them. Some of them, they try to go and work 8 hours a day. Hard 8 hours a day. Work for the white man. Suffer and tall. When the fortnight reach, they come home with next to nothing. And the fact remains that how could you be a big boy and getting bribe and getting discount? And that dual citizenship to me is not as it's not of this country, you know. Because if you're dual citizen, you could born in St. Vincent and get a Trinidad a citizenship. So I want to know where he born. He born in General Hospital or San Fernando Hospital. I want to know. Because how you could tell me, and this is why the African community will always stay poor and broken. We willing to defend a white man from St. Vincent, a 1%, who's a multi-millionaire, who could go and buy house anywhere part of the world. Some of us have to put stone on our roof because we don't want our roof blow out. And this morning we calling here to defend. You know, Gonzal's wife own a 6-story building in St. Vincent. You know the various buildings renting from that building. But you're wicked boy. I would like to see. I want to see because how are you living? When you go on the radio, how are your children going? We have no authority. We'll split them out to the talk. Because it over here is the bottom and below the ladder. And when you continue defending Stott Young, who's a multi-millionaire. His family is a multi-millionaire. Go in the hub and give them a little small hamper. Go Shafford and give them a small hamper. Go Gonzalez and Belmont and give them a small hamper. And oh yeah, great is the PNM. Great is the PNM. Oh, you don't understand this? The man fought a form without a BR. I do some work here. And I pay NRS. I pay BR. I pay pay to earn. I do that. You think one day you take out my money before it has reached in my hand? The government take out my money before it has reached in my hand. The taxes money beforehand. And he get a bribe. A bribe he get. Because he knows Dr. Rowley and he's a favor of the PNM. And they're calling you to defend that. I ask myself, do your children have a bachelor degree, a doctorate degree? Do your children work in nice work like Gonzal's children? Do your children making $25,000 a month like Gonzal's children? How could you defend that? How could you defend that? And your child is making $1,000 when the fortnight reach 2 weeks for $1,000. You have to go out there and mix concrete and work and be a security guard all day. Be a security guard 6 to 6. No time for yourself. I want to tell you this. Thank God me, as a young man, I have my own. I built a house. I the one African man, young, proud to say it. I am building a house. I'm not renting. I'm not begging. And listen to me. Today, you talk about handout. Go to America and see how bad the jail for 35 days. That was handout. No food, no grant. Everything was shut down. That was handout. We don't get handout in Trinidad here. The American citizens get handout. Look how bad they get on for the government and closing down because the handout wasn't coming out. We don't get handout here. We suffer and toll in this country here. Poor people suffer and toll. But I want to say this as I close. I fully stand firm, 100% behind the senator, the junior minister in the Minister of Housing, Arnold Roberts. I stand firm. I call on this government. It is time to go after your political opponent. I call on Geraldine John. You must find something on Ronan Cernan. It's time you find something. Find anything. We need to see Ronan Cernan in handcuffs before this 5 years finish. We remember first time in history since 1962 that the sea bridge, the sea road, no boat to come to Tobago and Trinidad to do business for 2 months under Ronan Cernan. I am calling on Geraldine John, calling the special individuals. Let them go through the paperwork, find something on Ronan Cernan. I am calling on the Minister of Energy. You must get something on Stuart Young. You must get something on Stuart Young. I am saying this. Get the evidence. Do the paperwork. Follow the money. And tie it to the police. Tie it to the DPP. Let them charge Stuart Young. Let them charge Ronan. It is time we fight them dirty. It is time we expose the PNM corruption for the last 9 years. I am calling to go after Faris. I am calling on the Attorney General, John Jeremy. Look for the paperwork. Go after it. I am calling on the Minister of Health. You must have something on terror. They are saying, I am calling on the minister to go after Foster Cummins. We must see Foster Cummins in handcuffs. I am saying this. If the police do not want to do the job, we will remove them and put them something else. We in power now. And I am saying this, find anything. Even said you have to charge them and they have to dismiss the case. I don't care about that. Yeah. Charge them. Go after your political opponents. It is time to recognize the government and go after them. Because you see earlier, black PNM people is what they have the most African in this country suffering. It's earlier. But that color day. Who praising Gonzal? Who praising Gonzal? I ask the question. Meet me somewhere. Can you buy your house? Show me how you're living. I will carry by my house and show you. Because you know what? We I want to see. Yeah. I want to tell you. If I tell you personally, if I see it personally, I will tell you. You know, because all your soul and black people suffering. You know, it's all your soul. You know, think with what you say.
Yeah. Thank you, Kingsley. All right. I reading through the news as well, and I saw somewhat of a bizarre case in Tobago as well. A man shot in the head, but ended up fighting with the perpetrator, and also unmasking the person as well. Very interesting. A 30-year-old laborer from Plymouth was shot and injured early Tuesday morning while clearing land near the Black Rock playing field, Tobago. Police said the victim of Arnesville Road, Plymouth, was using a brush cutter around 6:15 a.m. when a man wearing a black mask approached and pointed what appeared to be a firearm at him. The victim heard an explosion and immediately felt a burning sensation to the right side of his head. He realized he was bleeding and ran into nearby bushes to take cover. While attempting to escape, the victim said he heard several more gunshots behind him The gunman then followed him into the bushes and there was a struggle, during which the victim managed to pull off the attacker's mask, revealing the face of a man he knew. The suspect reportedly fled the scene and the victim later sought help and was taken to Scarborough General Hospital for treatment. His condition was not immediately known. Bizarre, very interesting case. I hope that the individual is all right, in stable condition. When is your time? It's your time, and when it's not your time, it is not your time as well. Very, very interesting case there, and bizarre as well. Good morning, Prezi. Welcome.
Yes, good morning, Paul Abu Bakar.
Yeah, man, morning.
Good morning. I'm Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning, God. Pleasant morning to the morning that Papa God gave this morning. It's bright and nice. I had some clothes on the line from yesterday. I'm going to take them a while I done before next shower comes on. I don't style up with you.
Yeah, I'm looking out there. As you say that bright and nice, I'm looking out, but I seen dust, man. Sunny but dust.
Yeah, well, just like yesterday, I seen anything. It's on the mountain here, because I see the green on the mountain, you only see clear. Anyway, enough for that. Papa God give you identification of how we make the environment today. And well, the subject matter all you're talking about, we had a conversation with that already, and you know, watch me, eh? I live in a society. I keep on telling people that we unite, that we associate, and that we organize. We don't want to do that. I remember once upon a time, my spirit and half a plenty of we ancestors spirit all in the Atlantic Ocean, and I think we come down. I don't know what caused that, but I think plenty of we know what caused that. So we end up in Trinidad, Grenada, St. Vincent, all them kind of places. But up to now, really and truly, I like to use the word slaves, you know, and indentured. Plenty of we indentured and slaves, they're very old, nothing in these colonies. We're jumping up and we don't want nobody buy from here, we don't want nobody buy from here. You have a next conversation, how much Trinidadian buy thing on the outside of Trinidad and Tobago? How much people are owning big company and big mansion and things outside of Trinidad and Tobago? But then again, I say, plenty of we who is slaves and indentured and poor people. We own nothing here, but we ain't organizing and thing in a sort of way that we could own we country, because on the eventually 5 years after 5 years after 5 years, we put in representatives up there to own the country. And we leave them let them own the country. I only get any problem that there's cause because when representative owning your country and you come to realize that you don't own your country, then you start to make rap. But you're organizing to own your country. And you talk about sovereignty, you own anything, but you're not slave. I remember Malcolm X said once upon a time, hey, you got, what you think? You got government, you crazy, government is you, government is not you. You put government on top of there and you turn your back on government, take the own according, the own organization, rolling you on the own organization, you have none. That's why I'm telling you, you want to have an organization to deal with organizations. And you have to do that in the parliament. Because the only legislation and things that happen, you think you go talk on the street and things will happen, things will happen. Nobody supporting you in the parliament. Just see anybody supporting you when they pick people out of you, they bring them in their organization and they turn the head into their organization. You still have none. This is the kind of talk we have to talk. Because all the talk I all from the PNM and from the UNC, I don't care who all of you is. All of us are slaves that own nothing. The white man system rule we. Govern we, own we, because we still slaves in the colonies, Their only friends. Well, we don't wake up and organize who want to be single and separate as a set of fragmented dotage conversation that we talking when the day come. And nobody gathering to take over the sovereignty, take over the system. All the backs over Mudoro. Mudoro standing with his chin up in the ears up in the air, no sovereignty. And next one selling out the sovereignty in Trinidad and Tobago. Giving up the sovereignty in Trinidad and Tobago. What we doing? Anyway, I don't know me. And that boy, let me don't care who is going because as one single slave, they consider us. No, we ain't really going to do that. But I the system is a concept slave civilization. If you're not slave civilization, what they consider you? Do you feel you will be anything else in the civilization? Especially you're not the rich man, you're not the master, you're not the politician that being used as a house slave over you in the field. Wrong with me, boy. And you comes, Imam, we raise up now, we start organizing, let's find some people who have the wherewithal to be conscious what nobody conscious enough to form the people into an organization of one goal, one destiny, an ideology that will make better. Nobody out there, all their education,